This video explores the impact of having a high IQ and how to tell if you have one. IQ, or intelligence quotient, is an incredibly strong predictor across many areas of life. It's linked to better overall health, longer life expectancy, greater resistance to post-traumatic stress disorder, higher occupational status, more academic success, and, significantly, higher income. IQ is a powerful tool for predicting life outcomes. Let's look at it another way. Imagine you had a choice before birth. You could be born into a family in the top 5% for wealth, or you could be born with an IQ in the top 5%. Who would be better off by age 40? In North America, the answer is the person with the higher IQ. That's how influential intelligence is, more so than being born rich. IQ shows its effects in other ways, too. For instance, we recently studied disgust sensitivity, which is especially relevant when talking about personality traits like conscientiousness. People who are more orderly tend to be more sensitive to disgust. That could help explain their preference for order. Interestingly, people with higher IQs tend to be less sensitive to disgust. Why? We're not entirely sure. One theory suggests that IQ might reflect the integrity of the cortex, the part of the brain involved in complex thinking, which may help suppress emotional responses that come from deeper, more primal brain regions. However, that theory has some holes. Intelligent people aren't necessarily less impulsive. You can even find individuals with serious personality disorders, disorganized behavior, no ability to stick to long-term plans, who still have high IQs. And here's another puzzle. There is no correlation between IQ and industriousness, the trait that involves working hard and following through. That's confusing, because our brain models suggest that intelligence should support long-term planning, and industrious people do plan and execute their plans effectively. So why doesn't industriousness align with IQ? We don't know. People who are industrious can regulate their behavior. They avoid procrastinating. They follow through. And you'd think that requires cognitive skill. But apparently, it's not tied to intelligence in a measurable way. We've spent years trying to understand industriousness, and we're still in the dark. For example, we ran tests where participants counted specific letters, like U's, within strings of random letters. You'd think industrious people would do better, but they didn't. Instead, it was IQ that predicted performance. People with higher IQs were just better at it, faster, more accurate. Even in simple, abstract tasks, IQ shows its strength. High IQ is also linked to physical differences. Slightly larger brains, even when controlling for body size, thicker axons in neurons, which may allow faster communication between brain cells, faster reaction times in simple reflex tests. This all suggests there's a physiological basis for intelligence. High IQ also seems to provide protection against Alzheimer's disease, possibly due to greater brain robustness. Some people with high IQs can lose up to 50% of their brain function and still function normally. Nutrition also plays a role in IQ. About 150 years ago, intelligence and nutrition were tightly linked. Poor nutrition meant lower IQ. But in modern North America, that's changed. Most people have access to enough food, and while diet quality varies, extreme nutritional deficits are rare. As a result, nutrition contributes less to IQ differences today than it used to.